All right. Great way to start off. We're back with some Doom, and the audio's off for one, so that's not good. Is that on my end? I think it's on my end. Hold on a second. Yeah, you know what? My headphones aren't plugged in. That'll fucking do it. There we go, much better. So we're back with Doom. If you caught the last stream, which I fucking hope you didn't, it was a total train wreck disaster. So that was my fourth one. This is number 5. So out of my first 3 streams went really well. The fourth one was bad. That's an okay track record. I'm okay with it. We're back with more Doom, which is what I've been playing the whole time. Probably gonna finish the playthrough this stream, which is fun. We're at Vega Central Processing, which I think is probably the last quarter of the game, maybe last fifth of the game. And tomorrow, I plan on streaming Destiny 2. There's a free to all players kind of demo beta preview of the new PvE PvP hybrid mode Gambit. They did a event today with some famous streamers, Destiny players, whatnot. Looks good. It'll be my first Destiny 2 stream, a great way to warm up before Forsaken comes out. I've been trying to work out the kinks with streaming Destiny because Destiny 2 is a little bit weird in regards to how it's streamed, so I wanted to make sure that we'd never repeat of the stream from the other day that was fucking horrible. And also, we're streaming at a pretty different time. I don't know how well it will or won't go. I was previously streaming pretty early in the afternoon, and I got a lot of my international viewers on. It was a better time for them. Not really an ideal time for me, so I wanted to try something a little bit later. This is one I would like to stream. So I might get some different viewers this time, because I know not everyone can watch at the same time.
Terminate in this maintenance facility.
Definitely not going to stream in the morning, though. I don't like the morning. I don't think people can even watch in the morning, so not going to be doing that. So I don't even remember this level. This is, like, what? So Battlefield 5 got delayed, which is interesting. The beta is still going up on September the 6th. I think the 4th if you pre-order, which I don't know why anyone would at this point. Which tells me that it's not being delayed for developmental reasons. It's being delayed because of its release date proximity to Red Dead Redemption 2 and Black Ops 4. And I'm surprised they delayed it so late and didn't do that sooner, because they already know that sandwiching a game between 2 big releases isn't a good idea, because they did that with Titanfall 2, their own game. And that game paid the price for it. I'm totally gonna die, yeah. There's no way. So sort of the headline with Battlefield 5 is that the sales numbers, the pre-order numbers are really light. It's not going to do that well. And, I'm not surprised. I'm not sure what to attribute it to, though. What's, the holdup here? Other than I grabbed the, invulnerability and I shouldn't have.
Auxiliary neural security network offline.
So right now I'm using the Final Mouse Ultralight Pro. I'm trying to get a little bit of last minute testing with it in before I finish up the review for it, which should be going up, oh, I don't know, Sunday maybe? Saturday, Sunday? Well, yeah, probably Sunday. I've got a little more used to it, so I mentioned 2 streams ago, or maybe even, yeah, 2 streams ago, music's badass on this level. But I mentioned that it had some, like, quality control issues on it, where the bottom, like, right corner of it was catching on the mouse pad. There was some kind of rough edge. And it's still there, but it's not as prominent as it was. I mean, obviously, because it got worn down, right? But I still, that still pisses me off, and I was not happy with that. Ooh. Yeah, but the mouse, I'm getting more used to the size. The lightness definitely has its appeal, but the size is just too fucking big. And if it's too big for... And now I use a fingertip grip, which is going to be impacted the most by a mouse that's too large. But with, like, claw grip, I don't know. Palm grip, I would be able to palm grip it, I think. But I have, like, larger hands. So I don't know how most people are going to cope with it. Why is music still playing? Is something still alive? Oh, yep. Most certainly is. Is everyone doing okay?
Primary neural security network offline.
I'm like fucking dehydrated. I'm drinking this water so quick.
My vital operating systems are now vulnerable. I recommend destroying my coolant system first. This will accelerate the destabilization process.
Oh, come on. No, really? God, they're like just a little bit too high to be hit. There you go. Yeah, but the mouse, it's well made, other than the quality control thing. Because I shake it, there's no rattle, there's no creaking, no flexing. And that's impressive considering how light it is. But I can't say I would recommend it to most people. I'm sure there's some specific person out there. It's probably about the size of a Razer Death Adder, which is a larger mouse. And I'm sure there's like some Counter-Strike professional guy out there that's really sweaty. And he would say, oh my god, this slightly, you know, this mouse is the perfect size for my palm grip. I have massive hands. And that difference in lightness is gonna win me a game and gonna win my team $10,000. Maybe. But I don't think that's gonna be most people. And it's $90 retail. And even more and you're not gonna get it for that because they sell out instantly. They never restock. Oh shit. Oh god. Wait a second, you can just hide up here. Look at him. I also got some new stuff for my microphone, and it is making it so much easier to do this stream. So, what I was doing before with my mic was using a pop filter that was arm mounted at like a flexible arm, and then a mounting point that you put onto like, I have like a broom stand that goes on the floor. And it took up a lot of space, and it made the microphone a really obtuse shape. Made it difficult to adjust. It blocked my vision of the screen a little bit. It was just not ideal. And now I have a little clip-on one. It's like a metal shield that goes around it with rubber bands on the back. You might know what I'm talking about if you've ever seen like a streamer setup. And it is so much better. Hopefully it sounds better too. Just judging by the quality of it, I think it would sound better, but it's certainly much easier for me on my end. What the hell? Okay.
Early tests of Vega's protoplasmic circuitry showed temperatures exceeding 1.2 megakelvins, 173 times hotter than the surface of the sun. To contain this heat,
You are looking at the only absolutely
to house Vega's miles of circuitry and millions of processing centers.
Destroy each of the 4 coolant generators. Once they are no longer functional.
Oh, I remember this room. It seems a lot smaller than it did the first time, but you get launched like all over. We can quickly like run around a little bit because you need to get some armor and stuff. This fight is really brutal. I thought there was this fight there's like a elevator thing. I thought that was before this, but apparently maybe it's after, I guess. Huh. Yeah, but this room is really cool. You get launched all over the place.
Temperature rising.
That starts the fight? Okay. Well, you have to go blow up the other ones. Oh, the music. So it looks like this might not be a good time to do a stream. That's what I'm kind of getting right now. Whoa, my god. What's this do? Nothing? This room is so big that you can just kite every enemy in it. Okay, maybe not that one. Yeah, this is gonna be a bitch on hard mode, I can already tell. I missed a generator. Oh, I'm doing great, man. How are you doing? Apparently, well, I could be doing better because this is apparently not a great time to stream. I just wanted to see how it did because I would prefer to stream at a time like this. But if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Just how it is. I just want to check really quick if I'm still getting the ultra low latency for the streaming. It's like a YouTube thing. Let me see. God, I'm still getting comments on my Adidas Oswego video. How fucked is that? Yeah, ultra low latency. Great. Good. Yeah, but like, basically what I'm doing here is just getting in a final Doom stream because my last stream that I did was a complete fucking disaster. It was horrible. It was a mess. And I'm just gonna pretend that it never happened while simultaneously talking about how bad it was. So I thought I'd come back to good old Doom, which has served me well for 3 streams. And then tomorrow I'm going to be doing a little bit of Destiny's new Gambit PvP, PvE mode. They're doing like a free day for all players. Which is a great introduction into Destiny 2 streaming. See if it even works for me, because if it's not good, I'm not going to do it. Wow, holy shit. Alright, I got 5 people watching. So that's pretty good. That's more. Whenabouts? Probably like 4 or 5 Eastern time, US. Tomorrow.
Temperature rising.
And then after that, it's gonna be, if it goes well. If Destiny streaming doesn't work, then I'm just gonna fucking call it quits on that. Oh, hello. Monka S. That's like some kind of meme on Twitch, and I don't watch Twitch, so I have no fucking clue. But after that, Forsaken comes out on Tuesday. And I'm gonna try to stream then, on that day, when it comes out. And there's gonna be plenty to do. And it's mostly a grind and pretty mindless. I mean, it's Destiny, right? So I need to pay more attention to this game. But it's pretty mindless, so I figure it'll be a good streaming game. And a lot of people dropped Destiny after the vanilla base game came out in 2014, which I don't blame them because it was shit. So they might be curious, like, hey, how's Destiny now? What's the system? What are the systems like? Should I get back into it? You know, whatever, XYZ. Thoughts on Cyberpunk 2077? Yeah, so I was gonna make a video on it, but I figured that it's the same demo that they showed the press at. Oh fuck, my cap is gone. That's not good. It's the same demo that they showed the press at E3, so I figured there's not much more to say on it that hasn't already been said, but I'll say it here. First, it looks really impressive, not just graphically. Graphically, it's kind of a mixed bag for me. Not saying that it looks bad, but before I saw the gameplay trailer, I'm like, based on the descriptions that people gave of this game and the way that CD Projekt Red are talking about it, this has got to be a next-gen game, right? And certain parts of it certainly do look next-gen. The indoor scene in the apartment where they get that woman out of the ice bath, that looks super high-fidelity next-gen. But then there was that part where they were driving to that Militech woman, and that looked a little more flat, like the road texture looked kind of like Watch Dogs or something, and that might just be YouTube compression, but... So I'm not sure if it's a next-gen game or not. They say it's not. CD Projekt Red themselves say that it's not. But on a mechanical level, it's definitely next-gen, at least based on what they've shown. I think it's really impressive. Yeah, but I didn't want to make another video because every time I talk about the game, I've like drastically altered my opinion on it, and it's getting kind of stupid. But the current opinion is, this looks very good. The shooting, the gameplay, that was what was most impressive. The shooting looks like better than some shooting games. Like, if you saw Rage 2, I think the shooting in Cyberpunk looks better than Rage 2, which is nuts. Okay, I need to pay more attention to what's going on. I also need the cap for this water bottle. You think it needs a lot of work based off the demo, or what? Because my complaints about it from the demo, the only thing I really didn't like was the dialogue. Seemed really corny and not great. The female protagonist, I thought her voice was a little less obnoxious than the male protagonist from the E3 trailer. That was really my big gripe. If I don't get this water bottle cap, I'm gonna like spill water all over my MacBook, all over my Topre keyboard, everything. But it's next gen in the sense that it's not obsessed with sheer land mass, like physical land, in the way that GTA 5 and probably Red Dead Redemption 2 are. There's a focus on indoor areas, which is something that I've wanted to see in these games for a long time. And I don't know why it never dawned on me in my previous videos where I talked about Cyberpunk, but it looks like Judge Dredd 2012 is what the game looks like. And I heard that the apartment that was shown in the gameplay trailer was inspired by that, which makes sense. It totally looks like that. And Judge Dredd had more of a daytime setting too. It's just when you hear Cyberpunk, you start thinking about like Blade Runner and Akira, and it doesn't really, it's a little colorful and light for that. Yeah, but the dialogue is really my biggest concern. But hey, if the gameplay is really phenomenally good, and the setting is good, and the dialogue's not great, then I can live with it. I mean, the shooting looks fucking amazing. Like, that last little bit, I should like download the video and play it on here and go through it frame by frame. Really impressive shooting. This fucking room is owning me right now. Like, I can't talk and beat this fucking room. Holy shit. Now, the real question is, when's the game coming out? Because I thought, like, Jesus, I need to buckle down. I think they do let you customize your weapons, right? Did they say that you don't get to do that? $2019. God, that doesn't... So before they showed the gameplay trailer to everyone, I'm like, well, if they're not confident enough to show this anywhere else besides closed doors, then there's no way this is coming out in 2019, but the trailer looked pretty polished. Yeah, I hope they take their time too. I mean, I would prefer for it to be a 2020 game and it's a next-gen launch title. That's what I thought it would be. But now it's... I have no fucking clue. Because it looks pretty done. Or not done, I should say. The trailer for the gameplay looked really polished. And... Need health, I need health. Looked polished, and I think they said that the game is playable from start to finish. Now, that doesn't mean that the game's fucking done. Probably means the main quest line is complete. There's probably missing voice acting, assets, stuff like that, but... I mean, let's not forget they've been working on this since before Witcher 3 came out. I know they fundamentally changed bits of it, or most of it, really. So, since 2015, it's been their primary game. 3-year development, that's pretty standard. Wow, holy fucking shit. I was really impressed by the trailer, though, so... It was really funny, the day that came out, I had made a video talking about how they need to fucking show the gameplay for this thing to everyone. Like, we can't keep hearing this, just these gameplay details and little bits about development. They show us the fucking game at this point. And then, right before my video was scheduled to go live, I see that they're streaming, and I'm like, God fucking damn it. Ruined my video. They proved my point, I guess, though. Alright, I'm gonna focus on this a little bit. Witcher 3, I really, I played like 6 hours of Witcher 3. I wasn't into it for a few reasons. Wow, holy fucking shit. So I wasn't into it because I think the combat's like not good. And I don't like fantasy. And that's like, that's a pretty good reason for me to not enjoy the game. But yeah, a lot of people love it, so. What if I just shoot those really quick? What happens? Does it spawn more enemies or something? Is that why I'm getting fucked? Or am I just bad right now? Never played Witcher? I only played 3, I never touched the other 2 games. Oh my god. Oh shit! Ah! But that's why I was so excited when Cyberpunk was coming back, because I'm like, everyone loves the Witcher series. I don't like it for those 2 reasons, or at least 3. Now I'm finally gonna get to play a game that's, you know, first-person shooter, that's my thing, so. Oh, you know what I forgot to mention? It's, the second they showed that demo, I'm like, holy fuck, this is bad news for Bethesda. It's bad news. Like, guys, if Bethesda hasn't really caught up, Starfield is gonna look like dog shit compared to Cyberpunk. Imagine that Starfield is next gen and maybe Cyberpunk isn't next gen only. Imagine how bad that'll make if Bethesda doesn't really significantly step their game up. It'll make them look horrible. They really do, man. And they said that they've got one more game with the old engine, and then the next game uses the new engine. And now that we know that 76 exists, then that means Starfield's gonna have a new engine.
Thank you. You can now
Oh, I did it.
where my core is located to complete
When do
this
you think
process.
Red Dead Redemption 2 will come out on PC? That's a really good question. I would say a year after it comes out on console, so October of next year, probably. It's really puzzling that it's not coming out on PC day and date, because the way I figured, they did most of the heavy lifting when they ported GTA 5 over to PC. Because the jump from GTA 4 to GTA 5 in terms of evolving, or not, of Red Dead Redemption to GTA 5 with the Rage engine, it doesn't look like RDR2 and GTA 5 are that drastically different, so I don't know. It might be for efficiency purposes or for economic reasons. They want to spread the game out over a long period of time, the sales, like they've done with GTA 5. GTA 5 still charts on sales charts, so... this? If they really copy the formula that they did with GTA 5, then it'll come out on next-gen console at the same time it comes out on PC, so it could even be a longer wait. Or maybe it'll never come out on PC. Red Dead Redemption 1 didn't. But you gotta think that, I mean, GTA 5 is a really successful game on PC, so I have no fucking clue, really. But at minimum, a year after. Maybe longer. Where's my water? Oh. Yeah, Bethesda... Let me drink this before. I just don't see how Bethesda can exist in a world where... Well, let's put it this way. Bethesda had 2 tries at doing a first-person shooter game. The first one was dreadful. It was horrible. The shooting, at least. So bad that they made the VATS system. Then Fallout 4, the shooting is the best part of that game, and that's not a compliment, really. Oh my god. Holy shit! Look at this room! Good god! Yeah, not only is this CD Projekt Red's first shooter game, it's their first first-person game too, right? So, for it to be so impressive looking is... It makes Bethesda look like awful. I hated Fallout 4. Well, I liked it when it came out. There's a really old video I did reviewing it, and I'm like, this game's great! And then maybe 2 months after, I'm like, oh my god, what was I thinking? This game's not good at all. I haven't really had that happen to me since, because I loved Fallout 3, and New Vegas is like the best RPG ever made, so... Imagine how different things would be right now if they let Obsidian make a Fallout game instead of Fallout 76. But they won't do it because Obsidian made them look so bad. I mean, really, I think the only thing that 4 has going for it is the shooting. That's it. And it's not even that great of a shooter. It's okay. Yeah, 3 in New Vegas. You play on PC, right? I assume. So, both of those games are, like, if you have a modern computer with Windows 10, good luck running those games. Like, they're, like, broken. Even with the patches and stuff, it just doesn't... I tried to get Fallout New Vegas up and running because I was thinking about streaming it, and I just couldn't get it to feel good no matter how many mods I did or didn't put on it, so... those are games that, you know, they keep bringing Skyrim on every platform. They should really think about doing that with 3 in New Vegas. But they don't want to make Fallout 4 look bad, so. Now, Fallout 76 looks bad to me, but it's, I really enjoy, like, a bad free-to-play shooter. It's, like, so bad it's good kind of thing. It's got shitty shooting mechanics, and it has certain nuances to it that you can really get a feel for and cheese and stuff. And it looks like that's what Fallout 76 will be, except you have to pay money for it, but I'm excited for it because I think it's going to be so bad that it's good. Now, that's a stream game, though. 76. I could get people on there, too, like, viewers on there. It'd be fun. So what is it about Doom? You guys really enjoy watching me play Doom, I've noticed. Like, the one time I didn't do Doom, it was a disaster. I mean, for other reasons besides me not playing Doom. And then, when I switched to Resident Evil 7, it didn't do so well. One time I was, like 2 streams ago, I was playing this, and then I switched to RE7. Wasn't good. Oh, fuck me. I'm so screwed. Oh, I have a chainsaw. See, I always forget. I have all this, you get all these pieces of equipment and power weapons and shit, and you fucking forget about it in this game. At least I do. Yeah, how do you guys, I want to know what people think of Fallout 76. Tell me what you think of that one. It seems like people aren't excited for it. I don't see that much talk about it. No one really seems to care. But the card system, yeah, that seems like, I think they said that they won't let you pay real money for those, but how doesn't that really seem like a pay-to-win system, or at least a microtransaction system? It's what it seems like, even if it's not. It's what it seems like. I don't like it either. I'm dead. Yeah. I don't see how 76 ends up being a good game. And I know what their thinking is, too. They know they're not going to make another Fallout game for a while. Another traditional one. And I heard that Elder Scrolls Online was doing so well that they... I don't really think it's going to be good. Elder Scrolls Online, I know that the general opinion on it is that it's not good. I don't think it's good either, but apparently it's doing so well that Bethesda's been like, you know what, we don't need to make another Elder Scrolls game for a little bit. And I think that's what they're trying to do with 76. Let's make a game as a platform for Fallout, and then, you know, it's going to be another... we got 2 games until we get to another Fallout game. People won't complain if we just keep maintaining 76 as like a Fallout game that's updated and shit. I worded that in the most obtuse way possible, but the idea is to satiate Fallout fans because their next 2, it's going to be another 2 games before they get to Fallout. It's going to be like 2025 by the time we see Fallout 5. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be good. You know what I was thinking about is what kind of technical issues it's going to have the first day, because not only is it the first time they've ever done an online... Yeah, 2020... Yeah, 2025. I mean, think about it. They usually take... When did Elder Scrolls come out? When did Skyrim come out? Skyrim came out in 2012. Or no, 2011. Yeah, it was 11/11/11. Fallout 4 came out in 2015. That's a 4-year gap. They usually take 4 to 5 years to make their games. Oh shit. And it's going to be even longer because they're overhauling the engine. So the next game is Starfield, and then the game after that is Elder Scrolls 6. Wow, my frame rate is just dying in this room, and I have a good-ass graphics card. There's just too many enemies being rendered. Let me kill these guys and I'm gonna get back to that, because I think it is 2025. At the earliest. That's the earliest. Yeah, you're gonna keep waiting, man. I'm really excited for Starfield, but now that Cyberpunk exists, and Fallout 4 was bad, I'm like, you know, who cares? Like, they have an uphill battle. Alright, so let's say that Starfield comes out. They say it's a ways off, so let's say Starfield comes out in 2020. It'll be another 4 years for Elder Scrolls 6. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say that it comes out a little bit sooner because they've been expanding and buying all the new studios and shit. So let's say it comes out in 2023. Elder Scrolls 6. It's then another 2 years at minimum for Fallout 5, which will probably use a better engine. And maybe... God, is Fallout 5 is Fallout 5 a PS6 game? Guys, maybe Fallout 5 is a PlayStation's fucking 6 game. Now that I'm laying all this out on the table, I don't see how it can't be. Yeah, 2025 at the earliest. And that seems really, like, optimistic. I know they're expanding their studios and shit, but there's just no way. Let's say that all the new studios give them a lead time and it takes them 2 years per game, which there's no fucking way. Starfield still comes out in 2020. Elder Scrolls 6 comes out in 2022. Fallout 5 2024. There's no way. I can't see how this timeline works in a way that it doesn't take forever to get all these games. And they got some serious work to do because they're so behind the game right now compared to what other people are doing. Holy shit, how am I not dead? Yeah, there, I'm dead. It's going to be a long fucking time. What's really interesting is that Fallout 4, I'll be dead before Elder Scrolls 7. Yeah, I mean, unless they... Even if they pump out more games more frequently with more studios, they're still gonna have to pace themselves. They're not gonna put out a fucking game every year. These are Bethesda RPGs. They take time. And by the way, if they have to switch engines and overhaul the way they make games, it's gonna take them more time because I watched the documentary from NoClip. And they're basically saying, our whole game runs on if-else statements. It's very archaic and arcane. Archaic. But we're familiar with it, and that's why we're able to make games at a relatively quick pace compared to the, like, depth and amount of content and shit. So if they have to switch up engines or switch up the way they do things, it's going to add even more development time. I feel bad for them in a way, but... There's a chance that Starfield might be really good because Fallout 4 was so bad. Wow, this room is horrible. This is the room I was talking about with the elevator, by the way. So, I've got 6 chainsaw fuel, probably more in the room. I've got BFG ammo. How much BFG ammo? I've got 2 BFG shots, with more probably in the room. So I should just try using that and see how much I get done. Oh, here's another BFG shot. Didn't even count that. Best case scenario, with all of the expansion and optimization of how they do things, they'll get to a point where they put out a game every 2 years. And if they have 3 IP, that still means 6 years between IP. You know, so... You'll be dead before Elder Scrolls 8, that's for sure. And of course, we all complain about their games now, so the demand, the expectations are much higher, and they're not going to be able to get away with... I just noticed that guy fights other guys. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. Sometimes you see the demons fight each other, because they don't care. Oh, come on. What do you guys think of Battlefield 5? Because I'm looking at that new map. I forget where it is. It's like... I don't know. It looks like Amiens or whatever that map is called from Battlefield 1. It's like exactly the same. Some of the assets are the same. And you know, like... the game actually looks graphically pretty impressive. You're tired of Battlefield and COD. Yeah, I mean... if they made a Vietnam Battlefield this year, I'd be like over the moon. I'd be so excited. But to have a World War II game after a World War I game, and it's not even... there's no Pacific Front in this, it's just European. It's like 80% the same thing. European World War I and European World War II. It's like 80%. It's too similar back to back. Just like Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 back to back. Don't you think Battlefield 4 was already like a World War III title? Because I don't think... I think the right move would have been like Vietnam. A more niche idea I had was Korean War. I don't think there's ever been a big game that was Korean War. But that would be a little bit too close to World War II, maybe, for a lot of people. Oh, shit. Call of Duty, I could give less of a fuck about what they do. They made a World War II game. I thought it fucking sucked. I don't really want them to make a modern game again because they made Modern Warfare Remastered and then fucked it up. The only thing that could get me to care about Call of Duty a lot is if they did World at War Remastered and they didn't fuck it up like they did with COD 4 Remastered. That would make me happy. Not gonna happen though. Because they'd have to pair it with a Treyarch game, and this year is the Treyarch game. And they're not going to do it because they already have Call of Duty World War II out, therefore they'd be cannibalizing their own game sales. Because they already have a World War II game out. Man, this is getting fucking hard. And I need health and shit, and... oh, come on. I'm not even fucking around with that. I'm almost done with this level. I'm not dying. I agree. It does look more stupid. You seen the grappling hook guy? I put it in my video. It's like the dumbest thing I've ever seen in a Call of Duty game. You know what else is interesting about Black Ops 4? It feels way faster than Black Ops 3. Like, way faster. And there's no exosuits. Like, I thought that was the whole fucking point, was boots on the ground and shit. I feel you can jump really high. You could slide, like, as if you have a booster on your legs. And it feels really bloated and complicated. It's supposed to take place before Black Ops 3, but it's like, it has way more shit going on. Doesn't make any sense. They think that all people wanted was for them to take out the exosuits. It's like, no, there's a little bit more to it than that. Aren't I almost done with the game?
Once Vegas core is destroyed, the vacuum of energy will pull you back through hell. We have your destination set to the well's location. Now use the crucible to power it down. And the portal here on mine.
I feel like I'm talking really loudly on these streams because I got the headphones on and they're playing audio, and I feel like I need to speak louder than I really need to, so let me know, because I know when I speak loudly, my voice gets a little bit shrill and obnoxious. I know I don't like to listen to it, so let me know. I'll try to speak a little bit more softly. Always let me know if there's anything wrong. It's very important that you let me know. But you know what? Black Ops 4, I was saying that I enjoy like a good, shitty, free-to-play shooter, and that's what Black Ops 4 felt like. And I've been kind of flirting with the idea of buying it on PC. There was something about it that was like, this is such a piece of shit in a way that I enjoy. I'm weird like that. I really enjoy things that are like budget or bad. Like I enjoy watching, just like anyone, I like to watch videos of really expensive. They should sell it for like $15. Yeah, I had this idea that since they're getting rid of the campaign and it's more like the different parts of the game don't have anything to do with each other, it would make more sense to sell each part separately for 20 bucks or 15 bucks. I think 20 because there's 3 parts of the game, and then adding that up makes it $60, and you could still offer the game for $60. So sell me the multiplayer for $20, or sell me the zombie mode for $20, you know, or the Battle Royale. I don't want Battle Royale, really. I definitely don't want zombies. I mean, that would be the most simple way to do it. I think it would be even better, like, this is more complicated, but make the multiplayer free to play entirely, and they give you, like, a really bad operator, sort of like Rainbow Six Siege with the Recruit, give you something really basic like that, and then you have to pay more money to get, or you have to pay, like, $5 for each operator. The Battle Royale is considered a separate mode from the multiplayer. That's how they're marketing it. They're marketing it as the Battle Royale is replacing campaign. That's the idea. So we're back in hell again. I don't remember this part. It's probably gonna fucking suck ass. Yeah, I don't know about the Battle Royale. Yeah, they're considering its own mode. And they're also getting rid of the Season Pass, so you buy the game for $60 and they're gonna give you everything. And that model has... I have not seen that model work out well. It always results in less content and uninteresting content. The game just kind of fizzles out of existence. Like, look at the content that they've added to Battlefront 2 after it came out. The game was a failure, so it just kind of easily allows them to, God, what video did I mention that in? I talked about that in a video. That this model... Oh, yeah, my, Battlefield reveal thing, because Battlefield's doing it now. It's like a get-out-of-free jail card for them. Because at least when you pay for the Season Pass, they have an obligation to create that content. When it's like, oh, we promise you, we give you an IOU piece of paper that says we'll give you free content. Like, oh yeah, I'll make a free gun, and we're done, you know? If people stop playing the game, it's like, oh, we don't need to make that. So it's actually good for the developer. People think it's a pro-consumer move. It's really not. At least I don't think it is. I haven't seen it work out. Halo 5 did it pretty well, but it's a dead fucking game, so... Well, Halo 5 did it at the expense of the game launching with, like, no content. So that's the other potential downfall. It's an excuse to have nothing in the game. Oh, we're gonna add it all later. No, you're fucking not. You gotta be thinking about that. Yeah, Sea of Thieves, yeah. I don't know too much about that game. I watched people play it for maybe 10 or 12 hours. I watched. And I feel like I got as much enjoyment out of it as the people who played it. And that's not to say that it's bad. I bet for the first 10 to 12 hours it's good. That's what I've heard. But after, there's just nothing to it. Didn't they come out with a paid expansion? Pretty shortly after, I think. I only avoided that game because it's on the Windows Store, and I refused to update my Windows past 1607. because it introduces stuttering and stuff like that. That's a whole nother can of worms. If you guys are interested in that, I'll talk about it, but... It's a mess. The Windows Store is a mess too, even if you are updated. It's the worst platform I've ever used in my life. I remember getting Recore on there, and Recore sucked. And I sat there for like 5 hours trying to get Recore to work, and then when it finally did, I'm like, oh, this game is fucking horrible. Great. That was so sad, that game. I think the Metroid Prime developers worked on that, or some Metroid Prime developers, and it was not good. It was just a horrible game. Well, the thing about Sea of Thieves is it was it was Rare's first game in a long, long time. Their first real game. Because they had become the Kinect studio. Microsoft finally lets them make a game, and alright, so I peaked at like 8 viewers earlier. Now I'm down to 4, which is still really good because it's like kind of late. Let me see how I'm doing. Yeah, I'm like an hour in. So this time does work. That's good. Good, good, good. Glad to see. But man, what is Microsoft doing? They don't have anything on the horizon, really. They've got Forza Horizon, ironically. They got Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite is probably a next-gen launch title for them. And then Gears 5 next year? I don't know. Don't know what they're up to. Sony is just... I don't like some of their exclusives that they've had, or I don't think they're as great as people think they are, but you can't deny that they're just dominating everything. I did not like God of War at all. I should really finish the video on that and put it out, just say what I have to say. I don't know if anyone cares, but... It's more of a letting it out moment for me. Did not like that game, but it did really well. It's like the fastest selling PlayStation exclusive of all time. Blows my mind, but it's the way things are. Is this a map? Yeah, map. So I got 2 notifications on YouTube. Can't imagine what they'd be for. That fit hella boo-boo. Alright, so guys, I had this video that I uploaded. It's the most viewed video on my channel. If you Google Adidas Raf Simons Oswego 2, or just type in Zukima Oswego on YouTube, it'll come right up. 26,000, almost 27,000 views. Still getting comments on it to this day. And recently people have started noticing my outfit that I'm wearing at the end. It's a shoe video. I have a fashion channel now because this video did so well. This guy says my fit is hella boo-boo. I think that means it's bad, right? I don't really know what that means. I think it means bad. My outfit, and there's another guy that noticed the outfit like a week ago, and he said, are you wearing, so I'm wearing like leggings, like black leggings, and then shorts on top, and then the shoes in the like part of the video where I try them on. And I don't think anyone noticed that for like the longest time, but now everyone is. This guy said, are you wearing leggings and then shorts on top of that at the end of the video? And then I'm like, yes I am, that's correct. Very observant of you. And I had like a bet with my friend. I'm like, how much you want to bet that the next comment he writes back is going to be like, you're gay or something? And the next comment that he wrote back was why, with no punctuation at the end. And I'm like, it's not quite what I was expecting, but it's close enough. And then this guy says my fit is fucking boo-boo. I don't know what that means. I just think it means bad. You can go check it out for yourself. I think it's tight as fuck, but you know, whatever. He might actually be watching this stream right now if he just commented, because it's at the top of my channel. If you click on my channel, the live shit is at the top. So, if you're watching this, hey. I don't really care what you think of my fit, but I don't know what boo-boo means. Could have just said bad. Or shit. Or trash. Some other adjective that is actually an English phrase or word. It's kind of nuts to me that that's still my top viewed video. Like, I'm happy that it has views, that's cool. The video is like 15 minutes long and it took me 15 minutes to make. It's like, it's literally garbage. So, how come I stream on YouTube and not Twitch? So, great question. Fantastic question. First off, I don't really like Twitch. I don't watch people on Twitch. It has a whole culture that I'm not familiar with and I'm not into. So that's reason number one. And reason number two is that if I streamed on Twitch, I'd have to start from zero on there. And the only way I could get people on is if I maybe posted a video on this channel and said, hey guys, come watch me on Twitch. Or went on Twitter and said, hey guys, come watch me on Twitch. There's no way I'm going to build up my 480 subscribers. There's no way I'm going to get everyone to go on there, right? 100% of them. It'd probably be like 20 people would follow me onto there. So it'd be like starting from nothing. Whereas I can just stream on here and continue to build the same channel that I've been building. So that's why I stream on here. Yeah, I'm kind of glad I don't too. I thought that I was going to. And yeah, I'm actually a little bit familiar with YouTube streaming culture, but it's not so much game streaming. It's more like talk show stuff. So it's something that I'm at least familiar with. Yeah, I don't go on Twitch either, and I don't think I'm a good fit for Twitch. So no disrespect to anyone that is, but it's not for me, I don't think. I mean, I think this works pretty well, right? I'm primarily a video maker anyway, so I'm never going to be primarily a streamer. So I figure this works. And I like some of the features on here. I prefer the way the chat works. It's much cleaner. Even the way they handle donations with like the super chat thing, I like the way they do that. Now, the one thing I don't like is that I'm on YouTube for everything. Because I don't trust YouTube and I don't like YouTube as a company. So I don't trust putting all my eggs into one basket, but unfortunately I think I'm just going to have to deal with it. I don't think I'm doing anything that would get me banned on YouTube anyway. I'm pretty tame on my YouTube channel. But it's still a consideration for me. I love Dark Souls. I gave it Game of the Year for 2016. I loved it. This was second place for Game of the Year. That was Game of the Year. Love, love, love it. I think it's better than Dark Souls 1 for me, because I like the combat better. I like the setting better, too. I don't really like fantasy. Dark Souls 3 is kind of got like a Roman Catholic thing going on. Fucking love it. Beautiful, really beautiful game. Adore it. And it's much faster as well, because it has a lot of shared DNA with Bloodborne. Phenomenal game. I want to go back and play it. Not on stream, and I don't know when I'll get around to it. I never played the DLC for it, and when I switched computers, or I think I reinstalled Windows was probably why. That game doesn't have Steam Cloud saves, so I lost my save for it. That's why I never played the DLC, and I started a new save like a year ago. Just never got around to fully leveling that guy up, playing the DLC, but I want to get around to it. Phenomenal game. I like Bloodborne better, but really good. Close second. I've never played Demon Souls. At this point, I don't know if I ever will, but I kind of want to play it. It's the origin point. Sekiro looks really good. It's more in line with what I would want. I don't really care about the RPG stuff that much. It's just a personal preference. Yeah, I remember when it came out, I beat it in like a weekend, the whole game. Yeah, Sekiro looks great. It's exactly the direction that I wanted them to go in. It's continuing the path that Bloodborne took them on, where it's a little bit more linear, less RPG customization, but it's more tightly tuned. It's and I wanted the game to be a lot faster too, and that game is super fucking fast. It's really fast. Should be great. A lot of games to look forward to in 2019. 2019 could end up being one of the best gaming years of all time. I kept saying, like, when are we going to get a year like 2007 or 2008 again? And it looks like that's going to be happening 2019. You got Doom 2. You got... Cyberpunk could come out in 2019. I don't think it will, but it might. Sekiro. I'm drawing a blank, but there's a lot of shit coming out in 2019 that's really promising. I have to admit, though, that Sekiro is getting lower on my list. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 for... So... I'm gonna be completely honest, I loved Red Dead Redemption 1, and GTA 5 I loved. I really can't get myself too excited for Red Dead Redemption 2. It doesn't seem like it's that monumental of a shift forward. Oh, fuck. Out of ammo. I have a funny story about Red Dead Redemption 2, actually. Okay, we can tell it now. So, since it's only on console, right? I obviously play on PC. So I don't really need an Xbox, because all the Xbox games are on PC. And Xbox doesn't have any games anyway. So the only console I really touch is Nintendo Switch and PlayStation. I've had a PlayStation 4 since it came out. In 2016, I got a 4K TV, but I never got the PlayStation 4 Pro because I didn't think it was that big of a difference. I didn't want to pay the money for it. I didn't think there were enough games that I wanted to play on it. And the big one was that I have an Elgato HD60, and most of the PlayStation exclusive games I review on this channel or cover them in some capacity. So I'm like, why am I gonna get a PS4 Pro that plays games in 1440p, you know, checkerboard, if my capture card is just gonna throttle me down to 1080p anyway? I'm not getting the benefit. So I didn't get one. But recently, over the summer, I'm like, you know what? I kind of want a PS4 Pro. There's a lot of games coming out that I want to play on it. Tsushima, Spider-Man. Spider-Man was the big one. And then Red Dead Redemption. So having Spider-Man and Red Dead Redemption in such close proximity is what made me think I want one. So I'm like, you know what? Let me get this Spider-Man 4 PS4 Pro. Because it comes with a physical copy of the game and a console for the same price as just the standard console. That's a steal. I'll get that. And it's limited. It's cool. Well, I was a little too late. They were sold out everywhere. So I tried to get a PS4 Pro Standard. And there's been like a nationwide shortage in the United States of PS4 Pros since like May, since like God of War came out. So I couldn't get, like, you can't, if you go online, they like don't exist. I eventually managed to find one at a GameStop that was like really far away. And they only had 2 left. So I just got one. And then unfortunately, like the other day, this is like a week ago I got it. The other day, they put up, Walmart had pre-orders for the Spider-Man one. And I would have been able to get one. I was on at the right time. So I'm like, it's, you know, too bad. Whatever. But yeah, I have one for, Red Dead Redemption. Because it's like, who wants to play games in fucking 1080p? It's horrible. For Spider-Man and Red Dead, though. So now I'm not as, upset about Red Dead not being on PC, because I at least get to play it at a decent resolution. But imagine playing it at ultra-wide and all, that'd be great. be really immersive. But Red Dead not being on PC has been part of the reason why I don't really care about it. Spider-Man I'm so curious about, because when it was announced I'm like, this is going to be amazing, but they've shown so much of the game. They showed way too much of the game, which might bite them in the ass when the game comes out. But watching it, I'm like, this looks really scripted, and I'm not sure how I feel about the combat and stuff, but I really just need to get my hands on it. It's hard to tell from watching. Everyone that played it says it's good. I love Marvel, so... And now that I have a PS4 Pro, I'm a little bit more excited to play it, because, you know, I love tech, I love new devices, it's always fun to have a new toy, right? So it'll be my first big game that I play on PS4 Pro. I tried out a few other games on PS4 Pro, like, a few days ago. And they look pretty good. You can tell it's checkerboard, though, it's not real 4K. But the implementation's pretty good. Where's this last guy? Oh. Oh, no. Come on. Oh, really? So I'm kind of a Marvel shill with the movies. I watch all of them in the theater and shit. It's like the most normie thing that I do. I think they've been getting better and better lately. I think the Phase 3 movies have been, like, excellent, except for Doctor Strange. I thought Doctor Strange was really bad. Infinity War, I thought, was, like, the best one they made by far. I was really impressed by Infinity War. The Spider-Man movie was... I thought it was excellent. What else was there? Black Panther was pretty good, not as good as, they say it is. But it was okay, it's pretty good. Thor Ragnarok I really liked. Because you gotta remember, the first two Thor movies suck. They're terrible. What else is a Phase 3 movie? Oh, Ant-Man 2. You didn't like Infinity War? Damn. That's rough. I mean, there's things that I would have done differently if I was on the writing team for Infinity War. But the fact that they even pulled it off at all is fucking nuts. So, the other two Avengers movies, I don't like them. Age of Ultron, I think no one really likes Age of Ultron. But even the first Avengers movie, I really didn't like it that much. I think my favorite Marvel movie is probably Winter Soldier. But, I don't know, maybe Infinity War. So my favorites are Infinity War, Civil War. All three Captain America movies I think are good, even the first one. Spider-Man. Now, I will talk all day about how bad Star Wars is now. It's not good. And I have all these complex ideas that I came up with for what I think the Star Wars movies should be. That I think they're so good that I'm not even going to say it on here. Yeah, Deadpool's really not my thing. You can probably guess that by watching my videos. Kind of get a taste for what my personality's like. Not really my thing. The first one I liked as an action movie. The second one, I don't know, it's a little bit like Mountain... It's for a certain personality type, and it's not me. I'm not laughing at all the jokes. I mean, they're alright. Some of it I think's funny, it's just not for me. That's all. I think I reviewed the first one on my channel. I think the first one's better than the second one, though. I did like, Cable in the second movie, but not really my... I don't like the X-Men Fox movies that much either. Just not for me. In terms of the DC stuff, I'm not even caught up on those. I watched Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and I haven't seen anything else. I didn't see Justice League, I didn't see Suicide Squad, I didn't see Wonder Woman. Like, I don't even want to waste my time watching something that I know is going to be that bad. Because Batman vs. Superman, I watched that in the theater, and I'm like, holy shit, this is horrendous. Because Man of Steel I didn't think was that bad. Yeah, but aside from all these superhero, like, Marvel movies and shit, I really like to watch more artsy movies and more indie movies and more older movies. I watched Solaris recently, which is like a really classic movie, sci-fi movie that I had never seen somehow. It's by Andrei Tarkovsky, I think. Russian director. It's a Soviet movie, Soviet-era movie. And when I watched it, I'm like, holy shit, this is basically the plot of Silent Hill 2. I looked it up, lo and behold, the developers on Team Silent, that's what they based the game off of. So it's a really great movie. I didn't watch Stalker yet. That's the second movie, it's called Stalker, and it's like Stalker the video game. That's where the video game kind of gets its idea from. About having the zone and everything. That's even better than Solaris, I hear. So I'm gonna watch that soon. But Solaris was like 3 hours long, really brooding and psychological and slow, and not for everyone. Like, after I watched that, I was like fucking drained. So long, and it's just so much. But a beautiful movie. It's like one of the best I've ever seen. It was that good. Especially for being, like, I think it had to have been a low-budget movie. The sets are so amazing. Well, fuck it, I'll just use it. Yeah, go watch Solaris. If you have the patience. Oh my god. So good. Yeah, man, you gotta... If you like sci-fi and you like a more, like, artsy movie, and you can handle that, like, get the patience for it. Fucking awesome movie. Oh my god. So good. Oh, come on! That's what happens when you talk about Solaris for too long. I watched Get Out like a month ago. That was really famous. That's not an artsy movie. That's like a pop movie. I fully expecting it to just be like not that good, and I wasn't gonna like it. It's actually pretty decent. It's not. Everyone makes it out to be like a fucking artistic masterpiece. No, absolutely not. But it was actually pretty good. I was so surprised because I expected to hate it. I'm sure everyone's seen that too. I'm like the last person to see it. So. Oh, I agree. I don't like Lord of the Rings at all. Fucking hate it. I don't like slow fantasy drama. That's like my least favorite thing on the planet. So, you know, I don't like Witcher for the same reason. Yeah, but Lord of the Rings is like... I haven't even seen them all because I can't fucking handle it. Oh, Game of Thrones. That's what I'm thinking. I can't stand Game of Thrones either. I don't like it. I really like, Better Call Saul. That's, like, all I've been on about lately. Because I loved Breaking Bad like everyone did. And when they announced Better Call Saul, I watched most of the first season. And then over the years, I just, like, I guess I forgot about it or something. Came back to it in the past few months. And oh my fucking god, it's incredible. It's better than Breaking Bad, I think. And the new season's airing right now, and it's like, holy shit, it's so good. They're working in the gangster cartel elements too, and it's just so great. If you watch the show, you know Don Hector from Breaking Bad, the guy who rings the bell. He talks and shit in this show because it's before that happens to him, and the scenes he has are just so fucking good. Oh yeah, that's like now I tell people you gotta watch Breaking Bad just so you can see Better Call Saul, because Better Call Saul is a prequel show. It's fucking awesome. I can't believe it's on television either, like, that someone pays for it. Because it's so slow and artsy and shit. I'm like, I can't believe someone's paying for this. But then when it wants to do gangster shit, it pulls it off so well. It's basically 2 shows at this point. You've got the lawyer drama with Saul, and then the gangster stuff with Gus and Mike. Don Hector. I mean, like, I'm watching it and I'm thinking of, oh, Walking Dead. Yeah, that's Walking Dead's like Game of Thrones. I mean, probably even more fast food than Game of Thrones. It's just gonna keep going on as long as it fucking can because they make a lot of money with that show. I don't think it's as popular. It reached its apex in popularity a few years ago, but it's still raking in money. Enough that they made that side show, right? Fear the Walking Dead. I don't really watch TV, so I just watch Better Call Saul. But how about those Netflix original shows? They're so fucking... Ugh. God. It's like, if you ever eat Dorito chips, they have that, that chemical compound they put in, like, food like that where it makes you want to take the next bite. That's how the way those Netflix originals are engineered. Because I've watched a few. You know, I had to watch some of them to get an understanding that I think they suck. And they're engineered like that. I get to the end and I'm like, what did I just do? Like, this had no substance. This was just getting me to watch the next episode. I like some of the Marvel ones, but they've fallen off recently, the Marvel ones. The Defenders was really bad. Jessica Jones 1 was really great. What's on HBO? Game of Thrones is on HBO. Yeah, they're so dark, and then, like, Luke Cage, the first season of Luke Cage was so sad, because it started off really, really well. And then, like, halfway through it just lost its balance, and then at the end it had that really dumb fight. The Walking Dead is on HBO? In what country? Because in America it's on AMC, it's American Movie Classics or whatever. I know Better Call Saul is marketed as a Netflix original outside of America. So yeah, Sweden? Okay. Yeah, in America, Walking Dead is on AMC and it's on just cable. It's not on HBO, you don't have to pay. Same with Better Call Saul is on AMC. So what AMC does is they only operate inside of America and then they license the shows out internationally. That's how I've been watching Better Call Saul. I've been downloading 4K Netflix rips. I mean, I would never download 4K Netflix rips. I would never fucking do that. But they're international, it says in Netflix original. I'm like, you people had nothing to do with the creation of this. That's interesting, though, that it's on AMC, or on HBO. That's weird. If you told that to someone here in America, hey, Walking Dead is on HBO, they'd look at you like you had fucking two heads. It's funny. I love seeing all those regional differences. Oh yeah. It's on basic cable here. AMC. Like, I don't know how HBO works outside of the country, but in America it's like a pay-per-view channel. You gotta pay an extra plan to get HBO. And that's why they're able to have more graphic content and explicit content on their shows and say fuck and stuff like that and show nudity. Because you have to pay for it, it's not on cable. Well, I guess it's because it's paid. It's a paid cable program. Costs a lot of money too. It's not fucking cheap. That's why everyone pirates Game of Thrones. Because they don't want to pay for HBO Go. It is. It's still okay. Yeah. It's a fucking ripoff. The only HBO show I ever watched was Curb Your Enthusiasm. Oh, come on. It is getting so hot in the room that I'm in right now. I'm like fucking dying. I turn off my Dyson air cycler so that doesn't make background noise. I might have to turn it on. I'm gonna turn it on and hope that you guys can tell me if there's something wrong with it. Or not something wrong with it if you can hear it and it's annoying. I think it should blend into the game is kind of a noise floor for me. Yeah, let's turn it on. I'm like fucking sweating it out hardcore in here. Oh, much better. My Dyson hot cold. Which you should never pay full price for, holy shit. I think they sell these fuckers for like $400+ and that's insane. It's like a personal heater cooler, and it has a HEPA, whatever, air filter in it. It's great. But $400+? I don't think so. Doesn't even heat up or cool the room, it's like just one person. It's great for like PC gaming though. I have it off to the side and leave the remote on my desk and change it as I need it. God damn it. Yeah, it's I would be fine in here, but it's like before I came on, I took a shower and I got my PC running Doom for an hour and 20 minutes now, so that's why it's hot. Normally I wouldn't have to do that, but I wish it was always cold here. I prefer cold weather, so. Oh, come on. Come on. How is that not a fucking kill? Yo, what time is it in Sweden? Isn't it like 5 in the morning or something? 4 in the morning? $4.52? Jesus, man. You don't give two shits. I can't do that. I can't stay up that late and expect to wake up the next day at a normal time and then the day after that be okay. I can't do it. Because I like to be up late at night, but that's not how life works generally. Unfortunately. That's why I love Las Vegas. Like, everything closes, all the stores close at like 5 in the morning. They basically don't close. So I'm just gonna like sit up here. Let's see. I guess you can't stay up here, huh? So what do I got? I got BFG one shot, and then another shot's over there, over here. I got 6 chainsaw, which I haven't been leveraging very well. I'm gonna save that berserker for a little bit. Work on some of these dregs a little bit. Maybe not. That was probably a waste. So I heard in Sweden that you don't have Amazon. What do you use in lieu of Amazon, then? Is there like an Alibaba? Like, is there an equivalent? Whoa. Okay. Are they like, they sell everything on there?
He must not be allowed to free.
Pretty much, okay. Do you know why Amazon's not there? No idea. Wow, interesting. Do people say like, wow, I wish Amazon was here? Or does no one really care? Yeah, you can order shit from like Amazon, you know, different countries. But you don't get 2-day Prime shipping, right? There's no way. Yeah, Amazon UK, but you're not going to get 2-day Prime shipping, right? Or do you? Yeah, you don't. Okay. Because, I mean, I've heard people even complain in other countries that it's like, man, I don't like my country's version of Amazon. I fucking wish I had the US version Amazon available. I mean, they have this shit so on lock. If you go to Whole Foods got bought by Amazon, right? So, if you go to Whole Foods and you have a Prime membership, you get like 5% off your bill, I think. No, you have to have the credit card for that. But if you have Amazon Prime, you get like an extra 10% off certain items, and you get extra sales and stuff. I guess they've really brought the price of everything at Whole Foods down in general, but on top of that, you get special Prime benefits as well. They don't have Whole Foods in Sweden, do they? No, okay, yeah. Whole Foods is pretty small. What was the name of Whole Foods? Or Whole Foods, yeah, like WHOLE Foods. It's a niche organic grocery store chain that was known for having really exorbitantly high prices. But now that Amazon bought them, the prices have become, in some cases, even competitive with other grocery stores. Oh, hey there, bud. Oh, what the fuck? Alright guys, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and beat this level. We've been here forever because I keep talking about Amazon. We're gonna beat Argent Dinner. He must not be allowed to touch himself. Okay, come on. We got this. We can do it. We don't? Yeah, didn't think so. Can someone look up where every Whole Foods, what countries Whole Foods exists in? Is it just the US? It might just be the US. It might not even be in Canada. Oh yeah. Wow, 1 health. Thanks so much. It throttles you, doesn't it? if you do a bunch of critical, or not critical, glory kills in a row, it gives you less health. Yeah, see? 1 health. Whole Foods Market. Hey, has anyone ever been to the Emirates? In here? I wonder if they have Whole Foods. UK, Denmark? What the fuck? Denmark? So no Asian presence, huh? Interesting. Denmark? What? Is it just, it must just be like one store or something. That's just too strange. Really? Huh. In Stockholm? Yeah, Asia's not, yeah, that's weird. But Denmark, though, that's weird. Alright, I think now's the time to use the power-up. Actually. See how that does. Yep. Bitch. Oh, come on down. Let's do it. Yeah. I like how you have to awkwardly sit there and just keep punching. Some of the beefier enemies. Okay, I think I've maximized my kills with this pretty well. Yeah, get this guy. Okay. Now it's just like cannon fodder left. Cleanup duty. Shit! Whole Foods is such a strange purchase for Amazon, though. Like, the ethos of the companies is like the complete fucking opposite. Whoa, what the fuck? Really? That's really interesting. That's very interesting. Probably not a great representation of my videos either, because that was a video of me just talking with some notes. I didn't actually write that one. Oh, fucking come on. I still like the content of that video, though, because when I said that they would, if they sued them, it wouldn't work for X, Y, and Z reasons. And then just 2 months after that, they did sue them in Korean court, and they had to throw out the case, and all the articles were like X, Y, and Z reasons, and they were the same reasons that I said in my video. Now, I'm not saying that they copied my reasons, because that video has like 50 views, no one watches it. But that was a validating moment for me. Yeah, that's interesting. That's your first video from me. You'd be surprised how many people are watching the game videos that were like, oh, your video, the video of yours that I saw was like a shoe video or something. It's interesting. How did you get recommended that video? Were you searching for that or something? Oh, hey, Seppi. I'm glad to see that this time is working out for a lot of people. Completely random. It was recommended to you? Huh. Interesting. Yes, it was. Wow, that's really weird. Because from my perspective of making the videos and watching my non-existent growth, it seems like I don't get recommended. Interesting. Thanks for letting me know that. At the bottom, okay. Well, that's probably where I belong. Seppi, is this a good time? Because I don't think I've seen you on a stream before. So I'm just kind of curious how the viewer demographics and the different people that I get to watch, how that changes depending on what time I go live. Because I was previously streaming at a time that was, for me, earlier in the afternoon, and as a result of that, I was getting a lot more international viewers. But it seems that this hasn't affected that, which is interesting. I saw someone new, though, earlier that I've never seen before. Towards the beginning of the stream. I think he had to go, so. Interesting, though. Oh, Western Australia, 11 a.m. Oh, okay, interesting. That's great. Is it hot as fuck? Is it really, really hot? Can you grip the air because it has so much humidity in it? Man, I've got someone from Sweden watching, I got someone from Australia watching. The fucking viewer demographics are just bizarre. This channel. I have like no American viewers at all. Or at least it seems that way. I think I could still up the bitrate on my stream. It's still looking a little bit blocky when I look at my second monitor. The earliest signs of sunrise are showing. At 5 in the fucking morning. 5:09. Well, you know what? Maybe it's good to stream at a weird time, because then I'm not competing with as many people. Oh, come on. Guy has so much health. Oh, look at that. I finally beat it. Did you guys see the new, oh, come on. There's more? Yeah, it works on the weekends. That's what I was thinking, too. Maybe I shouldn't stream during the week. Because I noticed, like, the, that stream that I was talking about that shall not be named that was really bad the other day. I had, like, barely any viewers at peak hours. Now, that could be because the game was really Not interesting to anyone. But I think I had 10 total views on it. This one has to have like 50 fucking people. Based on just passively looking at the metrics. Yeah, maybe I just stream on the weekends then. Solid idea. I can't die to the last guy here. That's just not gonna work for me. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Are you guys, if you're into mice at all and peripherals for PC, have you guys seen the new Logitech Pro Gaming Wireless mouse? It's been like the talk of the town for the past 2 weeks. I'm really thinking about getting one after I review the one that I got. Logitech Pro Gaming Wireless. 2018 specifically, because they have another mouse that has the exact same name, but it's a different mouse. It's $150. Really expensive. It weighs about 80 grams. And you can use it with the power play mat, so it's really ingenious. If you haven't heard of this, it's really an ingenious concept where they've taken a mouse pad and then put a wireless charger underneath the mouse pad so that you can use your wireless mouse indefinitely because it's constantly being charged from underneath the pad, so you never have to plug it in. You do have to wonder if that's good for your hand, though. I'm sure it's a really low current. Has to be. Because it's not even enough to fully charge the mouse, it just keeps it from dying. But if I got that mouse, I'd probably get the power play mat with it. Super expensive, though. The mat is $100. The mouse is $150, so that's you're $250 in for that setup. I don't really care about wireless mice, but that shape is only available in wireless. Okay. It is, it's really expensive. I heard it costs more internationally, too. It's like 180 plus internationally. In fact, I think in Australia, it's like 185. So... Oh! I just walked right into that. Someone's probably watching. What the fuck is he doing? Those the pinky things that charge at you, I don't know how to handle them unless they charge in the most specific, in the most basic possible way. Like that. I can handle that. What is he doing? Okay. Roughly 185? Yeah, that's nuts. Because, I mean, 150 is already expensive. Is everything like that, guys? Do you have to pay that much of a premium on anything? I don't know if you compare the prices that you pay to, like, US prices for stuff like that, but... Is it like that for everything? I know that video games aren't $60 in most places. They're actually costing more. Is it really that bad? Everything? And the really fucked part about that is that cost of living in the US is pretty fucking low compared to most countries. Yeah, and you have taxes on everything too. God, that sucks. That's one of the very many reasons. That's like one of the prime reasons I like living here. Like, I'd be fucking furious if I lived in a country where I'm looking at mouse reviews online and the guy... I'm watching Zukima on YouTube and he's telling me about this cool new mouse. And he says... hey, this is a cool new mouse. Come check it out. It's $150. And then I go on my website where I buy my shit and it's $185. I'd be so fucking mad. Well, is it really free if you have to pay out the ass taxes? I mean, you're paying for it somehow. That's the thing. The thing I don't like about that concept is that everyone's paying for something that they don't necessarily need. Yeah, free in quotes, yeah. What if you're 25 years old in the prime of your life and you don't need insurance? You still have to pay for it. I mean, the US has Social Security, and it's a completely broken system that's a complete fucking ripoff. The boomers are going to be the last generation that even get to use it, so it's not sustainable. Oh boy. I get really like upset about really specific stuff too. Like, let me finish killing these guys before I get on this tangent. In fact, let's really fuck them up. So there's the concept of like a sin tax, which is really prevalent in the US because you've got all these like Christian, evangelical Christians specifically, people in the government and shit. I assume that's where it comes from. So the concept of like casinos should pay more taxes, or yeah, I love the effects in this game too. I love this whole game. It's fucking dope. So like cigarettes, you should have to pay a higher... I don't smoke, by the way. I fucking hate smoking. I don't like to be around people that do smoke because I can't stand the smell. But even I get mad about this. So a sin tax on cigarettes. Well, you should pay a 5% tax on food and beverage, but you should pay a 25% tax on cigarettes because they're cigarettes, they're bad, we want to discourage the behavior. It's a sin tax, that's what it's called. That's fucking batshit, that just drives me insane. Because it's the government basically saying, we want to discourage the behavior, we want to influence consumer behavior by increasing the taxes on cigarettes so that people will buy them less because they cost more money. Well, it probably doesn't work because, first off, most people that buy cigarettes are lower income, so you're just fucking them. And second off, if you want to discourage the use of cigarettes, I'm of the mindset it's either legal or it's not. So by putting it into this kind of paralegal limbo, it's just fucking stupid. So what? The government's going to discourage the use of cigarettes, then just, if you don't like it, just make it fucking illegal. What the fuck is this? We're going to raise the taxes on it? I mean, there shouldn't be any... The government shouldn't be making a moral determination like that, I don't think. I think you should pay the same tax if you buy a gallon of milk or a pack of cigarettes. I think you should be paying the same percentage tax. Well, really, you probably shouldn't be paying any tax because the government shouldn't... What the fuck did the government do in that transaction? But that's another discussion for another time. But that's one of those really specific things that drives me insane. Yeah, it's dumb, right? It doesn't... What kind of fucking logic is that? It's either legal or it's not. And I hear all these people getting giddy about legalizing marijuana in the US. Oh, it's going to be so great because the tax revenue, we can make it legal and we can just make the taxes like 55%. I'm like, well, what the fuck? Is it legal or is it not? I have this really specific internalized concept where there's the legalistic mind and then like the personal, like moral mind or the opinionated mind, whatever. And those two things should be totally separate, and I don't think most people have a grip on how to separate those two things, at least the people writing laws and shit. So I don't like cigarettes, right? I don't like the smell of smoke. I think it's bad for you, right? Well, I don't think it is bad for you, right? But I don't think it should... I don't think I should be making a moral determination on people if I was in a legal position writing the law. I'm probably sound really crazy articulating that idea because it's so... It's such a reflexive, like, internalized mental thing for me that I have a difficult time articulating it. But if you can kind of get at what I'm saying, so there's like a... There's a legal idea, and then there's like a personal idea, like a philosophical idea, I guess. These portals are really cool. That's just an exit. Oh, no, you can go through it, too. Interesting. Yeah, but syntax is really frustrating to me. Do they have that? Do you guys have that in your country? We have VAT tax, right? Value added tax. In a lot of European countries, I know that. That was a waste. Let's do it again. I mean, we have really interesting... You have crazy shit with taxes where if you buy an electric vehicle, they have incentives on the vehicle. You get a federal tax credit. Right now, it's $7,500. Until the company sells 200,000 electric vehicles. So, when you think electric vehicle, the first thing your mind goes to is Tesla. The car that everyone's been buying from Tesla with this tax incentive is the Model S. Most Model S configurations cost upwards of $100,000. Should people buying $100,000 cars really be getting a tax incentive? Does that make any fucking sense? I think it's hilarious, but it doesn't make any sense. And it's only on brand new ones too. It's getting phased out at the end of the year though. First it gets cut in half like every once it turns to 2019 it'll get cut in half every like 3 months or something. Which is really funny because everyone buying a $35,000 Model 3, which is like a more reasonable price for a car, it still like puts it in the luxury sedan category. But all those people aren't going to be getting the tax break. All the people who could afford a $100,000+ car are. It's fucking just bizarre to me. Someone's gonna find this stream archive and gonna be like, Zukima is fucking insane. Zukima thinks there should be no taxes. Be in a Polygon tomorrow. Why'd I pick the name Zukima? I kind of wanted it to be like a, it has like a gamer tag kind of vibe to it, right? It's like the kind of name that you'd see some guy on a forum. That was, not much thought went into it, but that's kind of the idea. It's supposed to look like a forum username or a gamer tag or something. But the reason that it's nonsense is because... Shit. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't getting cross-listed with anyone else. That I had a totally unique name. And, ironically, I don't. There's some other guy who came out like a year or two after me that's called Zukima123 or something. There's some guy with a Roblox account that's called Zukima. That's not me, okay? There's a few accounts floating around out there with Zukima on them that aren't me. That came after I made the name, so I don't know what the deal is with that, but... Yeah, laughing my ass. Yeah, I don't know. My first video on this channel was Destiny Exotic Cucumber, and it's really fucking hilarious. You should look it up. But some guy stole that picture and made it the thumbnail for his video. Some, like, 10-year-old Minecraft kid making, like, a Destiny Let's Play. And I'm like, fucking excuse me. And he titled the video Exotic Cucumber? I'm like, fucking excuse me. That is my intellectual property. That is my exotic cucumber. I was thinking recently that I wanted to change the name from Zukima because Zukima definitely sounds like I'm gonna be an anime person. And I don't use the name Zukima like when I play games and shit. I use the name Poltergeist on a lot of shit. But the problem with Poltergeist is that it's taken everywhere. And a million different things come up when you type that in because it's a real word. But I was thinking that I might change the name of my fashion channel to Poltergeist. Because I think it better reflects... I think it sounds like it matches that better. And I have so few subscribers on there that it's like, it'd be safe to do it. That's the other thing. It wouldn't... I can't change the name on this channel. That'd be a really dumb idea. That'd confuse the fuck out of people. But I don't like how the other fashion channel's name is literally just Zukima Fashion. And it's cross-listing the videos with this, and I don't like that. Because they're totally different. Yeah, but how about that guy with the Zukima Roblox account? I swear to God, someone's gonna say, oh no, that's you. That's you, man. You play Roblox. No, I swear it's not me. And Zukima123 is definitely... In fact, you know what? Now I'm putting the pieces together. The guy, if you look up Zukima123, I thought his profile picture was Minecraft, but now that I'm thinking about it in my head, I think it might have been Roblox, because it's like a square head. So it might be the same guy. But it's not me. Goth Anime Gamer 69. Yeah, that would fit me pretty well. I'm not so goth anymore. I don't really wear all black anymore. Oh, you're back! Holy shit! Welcome back! Thank you! Awesome. Well, this is going great. So I want to know from you guys, it seems I've been playing Doom for 4 streams in a row, not counting the disaster one. What about this works as a stream game for me? Like, what about this? Yeah, I thought Roblox was ancient too. I don't know what the deal is with that. Shit. Hey, bud. But what about Doom is like, hey, this is a good stream game. Let's fuck this guy up. Come on. Just chill. That's good. It's good background noise, yeah. So I was thinking, like, I had all these ideas to play single-player, narrative-driven games and stuff, and I don't think it's gonna work. Because I tried Resident Evil 7 and it was really bad. And the funny thing is that Resident Evil 7 has a reputation for being like a streamer game. And I love the game, so that's not the problem. But it didn't work for me. So I think Destiny 2 is... I hope it works, because that's the plan. I actually do. I set it all up to get going. So let me kill these guys, or die. Either or. I think I'm gonna probably die again. I do plan on streaming Switch games, though. In fact, my first game that I was gonna stream was gonna be a Switch game. I was gonna stream Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. So there's 2 reasons why I have issues with streaming the Switch games, though. So first off, my capture... I didn't see the trailer. I don't really know much about it. I saw that it exists and it costs $20. I don't know anything beyond that. So my I use an Elgato HD60. This is the little dongle game capture thing that sits outside of a computer. It's not the Pro that slots into a PCIe, and it's not the HD60S. So this is the one from 2015 and 2015. It has a significant delay between what it displays on the screen on the capture versus what's actually happening when I'm playing my game. So it makes it bad for streaming. Now, you can compensate for this by adding a delay to your mic audio, right? So it's about a 650 millisecond delay. That's what I kind of got it out to. The problem with this is that there's already a delay with the stream, so I'm going to be super delayed reacting to people's comments and stuff, and I don't like that. But really the biggest problem was that the way my setup is, for me to play Switch games on the TV, I can't look at my computer properly, so I wasn't able to like look at the chat and just keep everything, because I'm really paranoid and shit, so I want to make sure everything's going well and I'm not fucking up or whatever. I wasn't able to ensure that, so I thought, you know what, this is way too complex for my first thing that I stream, so I kind of put that in the back burner. What? What's that sound? Okay. So I kind of put that in the back of my head. I'll do that later on when I'm more comfortable. But I think Destiny 2 is going to be a big thing for me. I mean, I could stream. I think I'm comfortable, and I'm getting comfortable enough that I could probably do the Switch streaming, though. It would be Splatoon 2. That'd be excellent. Most of the Switch games are excellent for streaming. The other reason so I play a lot of Nintendo stuff. I'm actually a pretty big Nintendo fan. The reason I never made content on my channel is because they have that policy where it's like Nintendo Creators Program and you have to sign up and stuff to monetize. I had no idea that if you don't want... I'm not even eligible for monetization, so I don't give a fuck. I didn't realize if you don't sign up... What's this? Is this a fight in here? Yeah, there's a fight in here. If you don't sign up, they just put ads on your video, which is like, whatever, I don't care. So I'm gonna start... I might start making more Nintendo shit. But yeah. Splatoon 2 would be great for a stream. It's pretty mindless. Good background noise. Yeah, I like that concept of good background noise. Because I'm not... If you notice, I'm not really reacting to the game, I'm more... talking to the people in the chat. Oh, this guy. I don't really watch people stream games. Oh, I should probably focus on this. I'm gonna get dominated. Wow, this game is so smooth. Oh. What do you have to do here? You have to get on here and then shoot him in the head, or what? Shoot him in the brain. Like that? Okay. Is that right? Yeah, you don't want a story-driven, because I'm not doing this to like, oh, look at me playing the game, I'm gonna scream into the microphone. That's not my style. I'm just doing it so I can talk to people and shit. So that's why I was like, man, I need to find a way to stream Spider-Man. I'm like, no I don't. That's not even gonna work anyway. So yeah, I'm glad to hear you agree. Is this gonna get... I'm not even gonna say it because I'm gonna tempt the fates. I had Nintendogs, actually, which is... I remember grinding the fuck out of it. Because I wanted to have... I love Dachshunds. That used to be my favorite dog. And I was grinding the... I was a kid when that game came out. I was grinding the fuck out of it to get a Dachshund. Had a brown dachshund. I vividly remember that. I don't know why, because it's not a memorable game. It's not even a game. Oh man. Oh no. I'm sure I don't get a checkpoint. What was my first game? I don't know, probably some like... Oh, it was either some like nonsense like kids game on a computer or like Pokemon on the Game Boy Advance. My first game, like, dedicated game console was a Game Boy Advance. The really weird thing about me, which is probably why I have the taste I do and probably even some of the personality I do, is because I had a Xbox when I was a kid, for some reason. Oh, the GBA SP. I remember when I got that shit. The Game Boy Advance SP is like one of the best Nintendo handhelds. It's so good. Oh, come on. By Rebellion Studios. Didn't they make, I've heard of that name. They made something that I know what it is. I didn't hear about that game, though. Let me see Rebellion Studios. Oh, Sniper Elite. Yeah, I don't know anything about this. They made Aliens vs. Predator 2010? Hmm. Oh, shit. This is not going well for me. I did so well the first time, too. Just for anyone that hasn't watched the previous Doom streams, I'm playing this on, like, Ultra Violence or whatever. It's, like, hard mode. I'm not, like, really bad. I'm not, like, really good either. I also haven't played this game since it came out. Whoa! Wow! One swipe and you're done. You saw, before I started the first try, I was talking about, like, streamers and stuff like that. So, I don't watch people who stream games at all. Really. But I went on and, like, watched some random people and shit, and it seems like most of them were treating the chat as, like, a secondary thing, like a secondary objective. Some of them were even treating it as if it was an annoyance. That's, like, the complete opposite of, like, I'm only here because there's a chat. Like, if there's no chat, the stream's gonna be shit, because I don't play in a way where I'm like, ooh, I'm reactive. Look at the arm sweeping it. You know, it's just not me. So I have to take that into consideration when I'm picking stuff that is gonna work for me and shit. Man, this guy's tough. Oh, what a waste. I have the chain going still. Wow, I need that health. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, fucking hell. Does anyone know how to beat this? Is there something I'm doing really, really wrong? Because the last boss fight, or rather the first boss fight, there was this mechanic that I was doing the opposite of what you're supposed to do. My gamer senses were tingling, but in the wrong way. Uh-oh. Oh, that hurts so bad. Need more damage. BFG shot over here. Should do the trick. Fuck, I missed. Need health. What? Okay, I definitely missed that mechanic. God damn it. And you don't get a checkpoint or anything. Right back to square one. I can't even talk because I have to fucking do this. So I think dumping every BFG shot at the beginning was not maximizing my damage. So we'll try doing one shot. Direct hits are the best, right? Because it staggers. And then that. Okay. I think I should save a few BFG shots too for when he gets to that electricity phase. Let's do this. Okay. Alright, alright. Oh, yes! Uh-oh. Not good, not good, not good. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I gotta pay attention to this. No, he's not gonna do it? Wow. Shit, I just fucked myself. Uh-oh. Of course. Alright, I think I did it. No, I didn't. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. I'm sure there's a second phase, right? I don't remember this, but... Oh, wow. I don't remember this. That's badass. Look at it jiggling. Alright, I did it. So that's good. So now we're leaving hell. I'm sure there's not much of the game left, right? Should I just play it out to the end? Let's see. It's almost midnight.
You've won. It's over. You stopped the invasion and closed the portal. But it's come at a price. Argent, Vega, this entire operation. You see, I've watched you work, come to understand your motivation. You think the only way is to kill them all, leave nothing behind. And you may be right. But we can't just shut it all down. Without Argent energy, it will be worse. I don't expect you to agree. But with this, we can continue our work. I am not the villain in this.
So what's the lore of this? Is this guy... I know that he was a human and they shifted his consciousness into a robot. Is he is this robot form completely inorganic and that's why he's not like possessed or corrupted or anything? Is that the lore? Oh, that's the sword from the oh, okay. Okay. Oh shit, so you kill him somehow in the second game. Huh. So that's gonna be like the first thing that happens in the next game. I guess actually that part where he brought out the sword, they said that was like a later section. Huh. Is there stats or what? That's it. Well, hey, I beat the entire fucking game on these streams. Now, I did play a little bit off stream, but for the most part, it was on stream. Huh. Alright. Well, hey to everyone that watched, thanks for watching. Especially if you were watching the earlier Doom streams, we got to the end of the game. So tomorrow, I'm going to be streaming Destiny 2 Forsaken, or I guess not Forsaken, a kind of a demo day for Forsaken. There's this new mode called Gambit. It's a PvP, PvE hybrid mode where it's like a horde-based thing of two teams, and you're competing against each other for score, but every once in a while, one player can invade the other team's area and shoot the other players. So that should be pretty fun. It'll be my first time streaming Destiny. Destiny is notorious for not liking to be streamed, so I can't play in full screen. Have to do some windowed mode shenanigans, so there might be some issues. It won't be an issue in terms of you as the viewer watching. It's just some stuff for me because I'm really crazy when it comes to PC games. But it should be a nice introduction to Destiny streaming before Forsaken comes out, which comes out on Tuesday, and I'm going to be streaming a ton of that. There should be a lot of story content, a lot of grinding and stuff like that. Should be good background noise. So make sure to come in tomorrow. It should be around 5 o'clock Eastern Time US tomorrow, I'd say. Don't hold me to that because I'm very erratic when it comes to shit like that. But definitely make sure to come back for that tomorrow and Destiny 2 Forsaken in the next few weeks. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.